Seelkadoom the Hedgehog is a character created by Midnight Marin based on the characters of the world Sonic, obviously. Seelkadoom is the creation of Dr. Robotnik using the DNA of Sonic and Shadow. Now, before anyone complains that Seelkadoom is just a fleshy version of Metal Sonic, remember that Metal Sonic is just a copy of Sonic. He has nothing to do with Shadow. There's no Metal Shadow. Well, then you could also argue that Shadow himself is sort of like an anti-Sonic, but then this is a Sonic OC. Are we really gonna fight over a Sonic OC? Seelkadoom is one of the main villains in the animated series Sonic RPG. So he's got some Sonic DNA in him and some Shadow DNA in him, which makes him a mixed aspect of both. You know, he's got the spikes like Shadow, the black tones, the spines like Sonic, the blue undertones like Sonic, the edge like Shadow, the bravery like Sonic, the cunning like Shadow. This guy is more of a fusion of Sonic and Shadow than Shattuck is. Actually, that might be a hot take. I don't want to start a flame war by saying that, but he's pretty much Sonic and Shadow is the most important thing you need to know. Just an evil version of both. For anyone who's seen this series, you would know that Seelkadoom is arguably one of the strongest characters presented, surpassing even Super Sonic and Super Shadow combined. Even when it seems that the duo of the Supers have an edge in the fight, Seelkadoom has so far been undefeated. He's even demonstrated massive immense speed feats, being able to keep up with Super Sonic and Super Shadow. Remember, this guy sticks in his base form. He hasn't shown to have a super form himself. He's been seen using the Spin Dash, Chaos Sphere, Chaos Control, Chaos Blast, and his most damaging attack, the Dark Blast. So he's got all of Sonic's abilities, all of Shadow's abilities, and even some of his own abilities. Using other Chaos powers as a basis, like the Chaos Meteor, which seems to be a variation of the Chaos Sphere. He can even use charged energies to fly in a base form. His signature technique is that Dark Blast I just mentioned. The Dark Blast is like a super duper edgy version of the Kamehameha. We've also seen Seelkadoom use variations of telekinesis, telepathy, and of course, those FTL speed feats. The dude seems agile enough to surpass Sonic in agility and acrobatic powers, displaying amazing reflexes when even stunned by strong attacks. The dude doesn't really seem to have any relevant weaknesses, though he can be cocky at times, but then again, he has been undefeated so far in the series. Now, people can argue that in episode 3 and 5 he has shown weaknesses, but then it could also be theorized that he's just making Sonic and Shadow believe that they have an edge over him, which personally I think makes more sense if you want the power scaling to make sense. It would just make more sense that the series has consistent power levels instead of plot-induced stupidity. And if there is a whole bunch of plot armor, then we can't factor it in anyway, so this whole he might be weak in episode 3 and 5 thing kinda is redundant. Overall, Seelkadoom is the super edgy creation of Sonic and Shadow, but he's evil, and that's pretty much all you need to know. Oh, and he's in a base form only.
Sonic is coined the fastest thing alive, and for good reason. Since he doesn't wear any pants, it's good that he runs faster than the eye could see. Sonic is a freedom fighter who protects the innocent and defenseless from any evil. Sonic's iconic attacks include a spin dash, homing attack, and light speed dash. And then there's the illustrious Super Sonic. Super Sonic can fly, travel far faster than light, and is extremely durable.
Next up, we have Sega's worst nightmare come true. Something that can only be imagined as bad OC fanfiction turned into reality. Werehog Sonic. Sonic the Werehog is much stronger and stretchier than base Sonic. But what he gains in strength, he sacrifices in critical thinking and speed. While he is still quite fast in this form, as a wild beast, he tends to act more brute and out of animalistic rage.
this is funny?
In a cosmic sort of way, yes.
Well, Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby... Oh my goodness! Squidward!
that all you thought? It's my turn.
Stop toying with me, Seelkadoom. Fight me for real.
Yeah, I thought this would be a little more easy. So, what? Finally. I've been expecting your return for quite some time now. Seelkadoom, you bastard! Look what you've done! Is my handiwork never appreciated? As you wish, brother. Okay, Seelkadoom, it's all over now. Time for a little surprise, Sonic. So, you finally decided to join us in the waking world.
My head. What happened?
A lot has happened as you slept, my friend.
Hope I didn't miss anything too special.
No, I'm afraid not. You have just awoken at the hour of our fate. The final battle is about to begin. What's wrong now? Losing speed, Sonic?
Ugh. How can he be so damn tough? It's as if he has some sort of unlimited source of power. Wait, can that really be it?
You guys, what are you doing here?
We just couldn't let you have all the fun, could we?
Very well. Come, I'll carve upon your flesh just how hopeless the very thought of defeating me really is.
What did you say? I'll punch that conceited attitude back on you!
Knuckles! No! Wait!
No, you idiot!
What now, Shadow? Shall you remain cowering down there even in your final moments? What?
It can't be. Hyper?
I've had enough. Die. You're too slow.
This battle is over. Witness my power.
Now I'm serious.
It's my turn.
Playtime's over.
What an idiot.
Shoot! I failed.
I can't believe it. How can it be?
only Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg.
Da 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 da. You know what happened with the D.R.E.
Yeah, yeah.